I started an AI freelance business with $0, 30-day results. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to AI Money Lab. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happened when I started an AI freelance business with literally $0. No paid tools, no premium subscriptions, no paid ads, just free AI tools and a lot of hustle. I tracked every dollar earned, every hour worked, and every mistake made, and the results surprised me. If you've been thinking about starting a freelance business but don't have money to invest in tools, this video is going to show you exactly what's possible with nothing but free AI and some effort. Here's the setup. I gave myself 30 days and a strict budget of $0. I could only use free tools, the free tier of ChatGPT, the free tier of Canva, free tiers of Fiverr and Upwork as a seller, and whatever else I could find for free. No paid subscriptions, no premium tiers, no paid advertising. I had to get clients, deliver work, and get paid using only free resources. Let me break down exactly what happened week by week. Week 1, setting up and getting the first client. The first thing I did was identify what services I could offer using free AI tools. I made a list of in-demand freelance services that ChatGPT's free version could handle. The list was blog post writing, product descriptions, email newsletters, social media captions, and basic resume writing. I set up profiles on Fiverr and Upwork completely free. I spent the first 2 days creating my profiles, writing gig descriptions using ChatGPT, and creating simple portfolio samples using the free version of Canva. I made 3 sample blog posts, 5 sample product descriptions, and 2 sample email newsletters, all created with ChatGPT free tier in about 3 hours. Here's what happened with the platforms. Fiverr is crowded, really crowded. In my first week, I got 0 orders from Fiverr. My gigs were buried on page 15. But Upwork was different. I sent 12 proposals in my first week using a template I created with ChatGPT. Each proposal was customized for the specific job posting, but the structure came from my ChatGPT template. And on day 5, I got my first response. A client needed 10 product descriptions for their e-commerce store. They offered $40 for the whole batch. I accepted immediately. That's right, my first paid gig was $40 for 10 product descriptions. I used ChatGPT free tier to write all 10 in about 90 minutes. Delivered them the same day, the client was happy and left a 5-star review. Week 1 total earnings, $40. Total hours worked, approximately 12 hours including setup. Week 2, scaling up and finding the second client. That first review on Upwork was gold. It immediately improved my profile's visibility. I continued sending proposals, about 3 per day, each taking about 10 minutes to customize with ChatGPT. By the middle of week 2, I landed my second client. They needed a weekly blog post for their fitness website. $200 per month for 4 blog posts. That's $50 per blog post, and each one takes me about an hour to write using ChatGPT free tier plus some editing. I also got my first Fiverr order in week 2. Someone needed a resume rewrite for $60. I used ChatGPT to restructure and rewrite the resume, then used Canva's free resume template to make it look professional. Total time, about 45 minutes.
Week 2, total earnings, $260 from the blog post retainer and the resume. Total hours worked, approximately 10 hours. Running total, $300. Week 3, the referral and the mistake. This is where things got interesting. My first client, the one who needed product descriptions, came back and asked if I could write their email newsletter. They offered $30 per newsletter weekly. That's another $120 per month in recurring revenue. I said yes immediately. Then they referred me to a friend who needed website copy for a new landing page. That was a one-time project for $150. I wrote the copy in about 2 hours using ChatGPT. Now here's the mistake. I also took on a project that I should have turned down. Someone wanted me to write a 50-page ebook about personal finance. They offered $200. I said yes without thinking about the scope. 50 pages is a lot of content. Even with ChatGPT, it took me about 12 hours over 3 days to research, write, and edit. That's about $16 per hour. Not terrible, but not great either. The lesson? Always evaluate the scope to pay ratio before accepting. Week 3 total earnings, $280 from the newsletter setup, the landing page, and the ebook. Running total, $580. Total hours worked so far, approximately 35 hours. Week 4, optimization and the final tally. In the final week, I focused on optimizing my workflow. I realized I was spending too much time customizing each proposal from scratch. So I created 3 proposal templates in ChatGPT, one for blog posts, one for product descriptions, and one for website copy. Each template could be adapted in about 2 minutes instead of 10. This cut my proposal time in half. I also started batching my work. Instead of writing blog posts one at a time throughout the week, I wrote all 4 blog posts for my retainer client in a single 3-hour session on Monday morning. This was much more efficient. In week 4, I landed one more one-time project, a set of 15 social media captions for an Instagram account for $45. And my recurring clients continued. 4 blog posts at $50 each and 1 newsletter at $30. Week 4 total earnings, $275. Running total, $855. All right, let's recap the full 30 days. Total earnings, $855. Total hours worked, approximately 50 hours. Effective hourly rate, about $17 per hour. Tools used, ChatGPT free tier, Canva free tier, Fiverr free seller account, Upwork free account. Total tool cost, $0. The biggest revenue sources were the blog post retainer at $200 per month and the product description batch at $40. The biggest time sink was the Ebook project at 12 hours for $200. The recurring revenue from the blog retainer and newsletter is worth $320 per month going forward. Here's the honest truth. $855 in 30 days with 0 investment is good, but $17 per hour is not life-changing money. The real value isn't in the 30-day earnings, it's in the momentum. I now have 2 recurring clients worth $320 per month.
I have reviews on Upwork that'll help me land bigger clients. I have templates and workflows that make me faster. If I continue with this pace, month 2 should be significantly more profitable because I'm not starting from 0 anymore. The first month is always the hardest because you're building everything from scratch: profiles, portfolio, reviews, client relationships. Month 2 is where the compounding starts. If you want to try this yourself, here's my advice. Start with Upwork, not Fiverr. Fiverr's too crowded for new sellers. Upwork lets you pitch directly to clients, which is huge when you have no reviews. Use ChatGPT free tier to write your proposals. It saves massive amounts of time. Always deliver faster than promised. My first client expected the product descriptions in 3 days, and I delivered in 1. That's what got me the referral. And don't take on projects that pay less than $20 per hour of estimated work. The ebook was a learning experience. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe. I post daily videos about AI tools and making money online. And if you want my free guide of 50 AI prompts that actually print money, the link is in the description. Drop a comment below telling me what freelance service you'd start with. I read every comment, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Peace.